there?
Pretty animated,
Yeah.
to be honest. Tom Campbell takes that mark in the goal square, and all of a sudden you're 5 goals up and drops it and goes back. And yeah, look, we had 13 of our players who played today played development round 1. So look, we're probably in a spate at the moment of injuries. Western Bulldogs have got a big list, and we've sort of grown our list as to have 3 withdrawals pretty much this morning of Grant, Cordy and Sherman. There's 3 quality players that you take out the side. So, but yeah, look, in the end it was close, but we're actually thrilled to get the 4 points.
Yeah, it was a scrap pretty much all day, wasn't it? Goal for goal.
Yeah, I think that if you want entertainment, if you're a supporter, it's great entertainment, I guess. But we've I just said to the players after the game that we've still got a lot of areas we've got to improve on. I felt that we had some really good opportunities to kick goals and missed easy ones, and when we actually had the momentum. So, but so we'll take a lot out of it.
After the tough loss last week to Casey, what did you focus on during training this week to prepare for Collingwood?
We weren't worried so much about what happened last week. Last week we had the ball inside our 50 28 times in the last quarter to kick 2 goals. So the big improvement we want to focus on was kicking goals, and but that goes with how we work our stoppages, how you work the ball through the midfield. So it was a real windy game last week. So we tried to push it a bit to one side, the fact of how we lost and what we didn't do to win the game. So just knowing that this week was a little bit better to be able to use the ball. So we just got back to really focusing on our ball use, but certainly trying to restrict Collingwood's disposal. They were the number 1 disposal side in the comp, so we had to try and just bring them back a bit, and hopefully we could gain control around the stoppages.
Who impressed you the most out of this win today?
Look, I was really pleased with some of our first games. I thought Kirby McConnell kicked 3, I think, 2 or 3. Simon Deary, another first gamer. He was terrific in the first half. He's really earned his spot and played well. Lucas Markovic was terrific down back. There was Josh Pruden, who's only played a couple of games now. So he showed a lot of composure under the pressure, because there was a lot of pressure out there. I thought it was probably one of the most precious games I've seen for a long while.
Is there anything you can sort of do in the box when a side's coming late like that, or do you just have to sort of put faith?
You can roll numbers back, but because it's probably such a small ground, you can really get caught out by having numbers behind the ball and the opposition having numbers, and they can really set up. And really, in the end of the day, we just had to try and slow them down. So we kept a 6-man forward line, so I didn't allow them to set up their scoring sources from half back, and just hoped that our defenders were on the job, but they actually got us a few times over the back. And we had 2 or 3 players in the end, unbeknownst, you don't know until the end that we're injured. So we're running around and only at 60-70%. So that losing Pearce early in the first quarter, sort of put a fair bit of stress on our side.
And Cameron Wood, obviously former Collingwood, did you sort of have a chat to him at all during the week, get his thoughts on anything? Or?
You talked to Cam, he sort of... no, look, I talked to him more about him obviously being one of our key ruckmen and had the responsibility he plays. So no, I didn't talk much about Collingwood. It was more because if you look at their stats from last year to this year, they've changed a lot anyway. So with Cam, we just wanted him to play like a big ruckman should, just strong. We won the taps, but we didn't really win the clearances as well as we would have liked.
We started that 4th quarter well with clearances, and then going forward, Lee Williams presented quite well and got a few goals there in that last quarter.
Yeah, I was really pleased that we, I asked for probably a lift in in our work when we didn't have the footy, and I think we went from 8 tackles to something like 18, in the last quarter, and that had a big impact for the first. We probably controlled the first 20-25 minutes of the quarter, and were able to hold it in our end. So that was just really good work from the player, the way they really set up behind the ball and didn't allow them to, and our forwards with the pressure they were able to put on Anastasio and Nastasi and those young kids.
Did your stats reflect the amount of pressure that was, on throughout the entire game?
How do you mean?
Yeah, I mean, just throughout the day, when a ball got stuck in the team's forward half, it tended to stay there for quite a while.
That's what I'm saying. The pressure of the game was the fact that both sides really squeezed up hard with their defensive press, and so it was hard to get the ball out of the back line at times. Yeah, it just kept coming in, but it was a side that could just continually trying to manufacture something productive in that situation. And we did, as I said, we did that well in the first 20 minutes of the last quarter. That was able to put at least a bit of scoreboard pressure on it. Even having a couple of shots where we missed as well and drop marks. We possibly could have been another 2 or 3 goals ahead of where we were.
What sort of work did you put into Luke Ball and Donak, Pete?
No, look, we were probably hoping that Luke missing a fair bit of footy, and his second game back, he wasn't going to be overly influential in the game, but look, he's quite a good player, as you know. So we probably put a bit more time into Didak. He's been getting 30 odd touches a week, so we come and run with him, and probably I'm not sure what he brought him back to, but at least he made him work for his footy, so he didn't sort of run around freewheeling. But we actually did a fair bit of work early in the week about Martin and Oxley and places like that who were out as well. But as I said, we lost Sherman, Grant and Cordy all before the game. So
What's their concerns?
just things that couldn't get them up for the week this week.
Okay.
They should be fine next week.
Yeah.